Cousins with a steal. Numbers. Cousins. Cousins! Oh, boy! Right. Oh, what a move by Cousins! There are too many big men that can do that.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy RC the Great, back with another video, another deep dive player review, the real review for Pink Diamond Glitched Boogie DeMarcus Cousins from the Sacramento Kings. This card is literally a beast, most likely the best auctionable center card you can get in NBA 2K21 MyTeam right now. We're going to be covering some of the things that make him special, some ways to use him, what freelancers to possibly use, what plays, and what moves I think you should use to get the most success out of this card. But as you can see, he is 6'10", 270 pounds, 97 offense, and 98 defense. There is literally nothing this card can't do on the court. He is pretty well-rounded overall, and since he is glitched, he does have that extra speed, that extra defensive presence, and his ball handling is extremely good in my team this year. This card is a must-have if you're looking to compete in Unlimited or in tournaments. He is going to be very difficult to stop inside or outside. He is going to add a ton to your team if you're looking to pick him up. So of course, in this deep dive, we're going to be covering some lineup suggestions to get the most out of Cousins, but also the best way to use him inside and out to get the most out of the card and make sure you're using him as efficiently as possible, and also cover how he does on defense. As you can see, we're going through some of the tendencies, and we're also going to be looking at the badges, which as you can see, he does have 35 gold and 12 Hall of Fame. I put an extra Hall of Fame on him that I got from a challenge. But one of the main badges he has is Hall of Fame Interceptor, and this allows him to get into the passing lane a lot. I know Intimidator and things are good badges too, but for DeMarcus Cousins to have this Hall of Fame Interceptor, even if you're not controlling him, he gets into the passing lane, and that is huge because he's your center. He's going to be in the passing lanes a lot. And then with his player mod on his brute force, he does rebound better than a lot of centers in the game, so he's going to clean up the glass for you almost every game. And then of course, just like the Shaq review we went over, he does have that drop step capability because he is so strong inside. So anytime you have a mismatch, you should be utilizing him inside because he's too big for any guard to switch on to, but he's also too fast for most centers in the game. So he is definitely a mismatch nightmare. Anytime you have him inside and he gets a drop step on you, his standing dunk capability is very high. So he is most likely going to finish at a high clip. So definitely look to use his size if you get a mismatch, but if not, you can just shoot the ball from range, which we are going to cover here. Look at all the hot zones that DeMarcus Cousins has. He does have a nice release. It is not that hard to time. You do have to make sure you're timing it up, but once you get it, he is green and he can hit from range because he does have that gold range extender or gold deep threes. So as you can see, even in Unlimited, if they take a step off of you, you are going to be able to hit. Even off the dribble, stop and pop is going to be good. Pick and fades are going to be your bread and butter, getting him out on the perimeter. Anytime you have him wide open out there, it is most likely going to be cash. Another thing that this card does extremely well is move with the ball. His speed with ball is very high. His speed without the ball is also high. So he's going to be able to defend quickly, but he's also going to be able to move up and down the court with the ball very fast. And his dribble moves are top notch for a center, especially his moving behind the back move that changes direction, but it's also very quick. And then his standing dribble is very fast. He's able to move around like a guard on the court. So he's going to be very difficult to defend. So in the open court on fast breaks, if you have to dribble the ball with him, it is not going to affect your offense negatively at all. I do recommend possibly putting some handles for days on him so he doesn't get tired while he's dribbling. But to be completely honest, this card comes with so many of the key badges and good badges. You can buy the base card and be pretty good. There are some badges I do recommend which we'll go over, but you should be fine with the badges he comes with. Now let's go over some key moves that I think are important to be able to utilize. And I think one of the main ones is just the basic step back when you have the ball in your hands. You're just going to flick down on the right stick and you're going to get this step back animation. And what this does is going to freeze the opponent up because since DeMarcus Cousins can shoot so well, when you hit this step back, they have to step out to you or you can hit that three. And most likely the center is going to be slower that's on you. If they don't step out, you're going to be able to take the shot. If they do step out, you can drive right by them. The same thing works in the post. you have the step out animation from the post by flicking up on the right stick while you have the L2 trigger engaged, and you will get this animation here. And this is also great to drag the defense out to you, and now they're gonna have to choose, is he going left, is he going right, or is he gonna shoot the ball? I can shoot or I can drive off of this move very easily, and we're gonna show you some clips right here to show you what happens. So right here, I hit the move in triple threat, and now my defender has to choose if I'm going left or right, or am I gonna shoot? He comes out, chooses the wrong direction, and I get an easy basket. Once again, I hit the move. He thinks I'm going right because I dribble it. I go left, and now I get an easy dunk. It is a very effective move to use in any game mode with DeMarcus Cousins. All right, y'all, now let's get into the lineup suggestions, shoes, coach, and badges that I suggest for DeMarcus Cousins. We're going to start off with the badges that I added to mine. Just like I said, he's already pretty good, but I wanted to make him a dribble guide pretty much. So I put ankle breaker on him. I am going to put it on gold once these badge prices go down. You guys know they are high right now. We got slithery finisher, stop and go, handles for days, and tight handles. So I'm kind of playing off those moves that I showed you earlier. I want to be able to step back and keep my opponent off balance. I'm not too worried about him defensively because I do have pretty good defense. I want him to be an offensive juggernaut because I do have Shaq as well if I need a defender. But if you guys want to add some extra badges, I do also recommend highlight film and dimer. Dimer, just in case you're going to be passing out much more. Chase down artist and defensive leader. Plus Heart Crusher might be good if you want him to be more of a defensive juggernaut. And then you also have things like blinders, which is going to increase his ability to make shots if he's getting closed out on or something like that. And I actually may switch out slithery finisher and put space creator on him just so that when I hit that step back, I create a little bit more space. Then you also have Deadeye that you can add to him. There's so many things that you can do, all depending on what you want. So just create the DeMarcus Cousins that you want, and there's really no wrong way to do it. Now, the shoe that I recommend, he does have to wear Pumas. I do recommend the white Pumas that increases ball handle, three-point shot, speed with ball, and vertical. I don't personally recommend the other ones, even though they're still good, just because of the coach I use. So I have not put either of them on right now because I'm not paying over 10K for either one of these. So I'm waiting for the white ones to go under 10K. Then I'm going to throw those on my DeMarcus Cousins. But the reason why I don't put the other ones on him is because I don't need his interior defense increase because my coach increases his interior defense. So add the Puma shoe, whatever increases that your coach doesn't increase, and I think that is the way to go with that. I'm going with the white ones. You guys are free to choose which ones you like. Now let's look at the lineup suggestions and what I think you should do with your lineup. So right now we're looking at my main team, and these guys actually come off the bench. My starters are on the bench right now, but I like to have Baron Davis play with DeMarcus Cousins or sometimes Dwayne Wade just because they have that high driving dunk. I want to be slashing to the basket to make that pick and pop more dangerous. So I want your center to be crashing in on me to help so that I can kick it out to DeMarcus Cousins. Sometimes I'll even run my offense with Scottie Pippen because Scottie Pippen can handle the ball and he can attack the basket well. But having DeMarcus Cousins and Larry Bird out there to stretch the floor enables me to get to the basket with my slashers more. Sometimes I do also run Curry with him. I'll let you know the situations that I do that in when we get there. But another great way you can run this lineup, if you have two bigs, I recommend having DeMarcus Cousins at the power forward and somebody like Anthony Davis or Cowens or somebody else at the center so that you have two bigs that can shoot, and then you'll be able to rebound better than most anybody that you play against because a lot of people play small ball. I can actually throw Larry Bird at the 3 right there, and then I can have Scottie Pippen at the 2, and now my entire lineup is just huge besides Baron Davis. So my rebounding is going to be increased, and my defensive presence is going to be increased. And to get a little bigger lineup, I can throw Dwayne Wade at point guard, and now we're slashing all around, but we can also shoot with Larry Bird and DeMarcus Cousins out there as our dead-eye shooters. So I recommend a lineup similar to this. It doesn't really matter, honestly, because DeMarcus Cousins is so good. He can run with anybody. I was more particular with Shaq because you can't have non-shooters out there with Shaq. You can have a non-shooter out there with DeMarcus Cousins because DeMarcus Cousins can shoot. But I do recommend the inside-out approach, trying to slash to the basket and then kick it back out to DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be very effective. So now look at some play suggestions. In the playbook we're going to be looking at is the Rockets playbook, which I've already done a full breakdown on, and I will leave it in the description. We're just going to be looking at a couple plays here that I think are perfect for the DeMarcus Cousins play style. If you head over to the auction house, you already know the Rockets playbook is not that expensive, so you can grab that right now. Mix this in with your series and mix this in with some other plays in regular 5 out, 4 out, 1 and pick and pop, and you're gonna be golden. So we're gonna start up with the first play called Quick Veer Fist. This is one of my favorites to use with DeMarcus Cousins or any kind of shooting center. So after we go through the full play, you see Doug Christie gets open from a down screen, but that's not the main action we're looking at. The main action you want to look at is right here. When I hit this crossover, DeMarcus Cousins is going to set me a fake screen. Once he hits this right here, there is a situation where the defense is going to have to react, and most of the time when you're playing against a user, they're going to switch to their center and they're going to back up, especially if you have a slashing point guard. This is going to open up DeMarcus Cousins for an easy pop, an easy jump shot that'll get you 3 on the board. Unless the defense doesn't help, then you'll have room to slash to the basket. If you don't get the ball out to DeMarcus Cousins right there, he's then going to go set a down screen for Doug Christie or whoever your shooting guard is, who's going to pop out to be open for a 3. Great action, very simple, very quick. It's a quick hitter that I call when I'm coming down the court, and usually it does result in a 3-point attempt for my center. So showing you once again, Quick Veer Fist. We're going to come up the court. As soon as we hit the circle or get near our action point, we're going to hit a crossover and then kick the ball out. Right here, as you can see, it creates a switch because the center tried to back up and play me in the paint. If you ever get that switch, you can just repost DeMarcus Cousins, or you can give it to him and work one-on-one against the point guard. Right there, again, you see the center backs up and leaves me open for 3. As soon as I hit this crossover, I am threatened in the lane. The center goes to switch for a second, then he goes back. It's too much time to leave DeMarcus Cousins out there. I can kick it out even deeper than that because he has gold range and he's going to be wide open to hit that shot. So let's show you this actually happening against some people in Unlimited. Right here, this guy switches to control his center because Baron Davis is attacking the lane, and we are going to get an open shot. You're actually going to get more open shots against users than you will against the CPU. Right here, once again, we attack the lane. He automatically is going to back up because he thinks I'm attacking the basket, and now DeMarcus Cousins is open once again. All right, now let's go on to the next play. It's called High 14 Fist, and this one is particularly good on next gen because of the fade shots that we get in next gen. But if you know how to quick stop in current gen, it's going to be good for you too. Now, it looks like a simple action. It really is. We're not looking for a post up. I just did this against CPU to show you the full play. But this is what we're going to be looking for right here. DeMarcus Cousins is going to be coming to the top of the key, and his body is just going to be there as a screen that you can use to then play some read and react. So right here at this point, I'm looking to see what the center is going to do. If he's going to hard hedge, DeMarcus Cousins can slip right into the paint, and I'm going to be able to get him the ball very quickly for an easy dump off inside for 2. Very quick. That's the first thing we're looking for. If we don't get that, we can kick it back out and then we can get it to him to post up. But the point guard is really who we're looking to score with, or whoever you're calling to play with. I usually call it with Stephen Curry or Larry Bird or Eddie Jones because they have the best fades. And let me show you why I do that. So if I call the play here, we're looking to see what the center is going to do. If they step out hard, we can get it back to DeMarcus Cousins. If they don't step out hard, we're gonna go to the basket. Now, this is gonna get even better once we start going up against users and we have our actual shooters out there because of this fade right here. If the defense doesn't step out hard and we get a clear lane to the left or right side off of that screen and we have somebody that can fade well, this is a dangerous shot. If they don't step out and we get this clearance right here, we have the go ahead to shoot the leaner because there is going to be no contest at all on this shot. And I'm going to take this leaner with Curry 10 out of 10 times. If you don't step out with your center, I am literally going to shoot this shot every single time down the court, and I'm most likely going to make it every single time down the court. It makes you have to step out with your center, and it gives me an easy switch dump off to DeMarcus or a pick and pop to DeMarcus. So let's show you this happening against some people online right here. Larry Bird gets a little room off of that screen and he hits the easy fade. This time we're coming up with Eddie Jones. Once again, calling the same play with Jimmy Butler on me this time, but right here, he doesn't step out with his center to stop the fade. I have an easy clearance for the open shot and I'm going to take it every time. Once again, you will see the same thing happen. I hit the screen. This guy actually steps up, and now it gives me a clearance to give DeMarcus Cousins the ball. He recovers, but it's too late, and I'm able to get another basket. Same game, come down the court with Stephen Curry. I'm calling the same play, high 14 fist. Gonna read what the defense does. He does not step over the screen to help, and I am going to hit that shot with Stephen Curry 10 out of 10 times, just like I said. It is a beautiful, beautiful play. All right, last play we're gonna go over is called Fist 25 Give in the Rockets playbook. Make sure you go check out that Rockets playbook that I left in the description. I've already done the full tutorial on this, so go check that out. But it is a give or handoff play that leads directly into a screen and roll, which makes the defense have to scramble to get out to you, which is going to leave DeMarcus Cousins out for a pop very often, leading to many, many rage quits. But once again, guys, this has been my second deep dive. This time we've covered Pink Diamond Glitched DeMarcus Cousins. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments who you would rather have. Would you rather have Shaq? Would you rather have DeMarcus Cousins? Let me know, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.